Alright, welcome back to another video. My name's Ethan. If this is your first time watching, welcome. It's Saturday, March 9 today. We're in the dairy barn. We've had a number of cows calve out. One of them, she had calved in the last video. It's Luna, right here. Her calf is in the pen right behind me. It's on the robotic calf feeder. I'm gonna show you. I'm just amazed at how similar this cow and calf look. The calf even behaves the same as the cow did, and shears the calf. See that calf there? That's Luna's calf. It's a heifer. So, yeah. Look at this thing. Friendly, likes to be pet. Right now it's hungry. Gotta tag it so it can go on the robotic calf feeder. But, right, yeah. So, it's not gonna leave me alone, so I can't show you. But that's baby Luna. And that number 11 cow is Luna over there. It's a very similar, very friendly. So, yeah, figured I'd show you that. I had a number of red and white cows. That's a heifer. We have a bull calf in here too. He's over there, he's tagged. So, yeah. Another black and white heifer. But, there's that. So, this gate's always a little hard to shut. Pens here were retrofitted. Initially they were 4 small pens. We converted them to 2 big pens. We've been moving cows and calves, so that's why they're bawling. We moved one cow in particular and she wasn't very happy about it. But yeah. Anyway, robotic calf feeder. I know I've shown it before. I think it'll mix again in a minute if the calf's still allowed to drink more. But there you go. 24/7 around the clock, these calves can drink once they're trained, and they're all good to go. Here's little Luna again. Mixes half a liter at a time. We're running milk replacer in here. We also have it set up that we can run milk. We don't do it a lot just because the way our farm's set up right now. We prefer to sip all that milk. So, I believe 117 is who's in the feeder right now. This one, you can see today, he's drank 7.8 liters. Yesterday she drank 7.7, I guess. Yeah, some of these cows will drink a lot of milk in a day. See that one yesterday, 8.5. If I can find an aggressive calf, 12.4. So, yeah. But there you go. In other news, the cow we entered for Breeders' Cup. She won her class, her second lactations. So, very nice cow. Yeah, I showed her in the last video, so if you're into cows, there you go. Yeah. So, the other one we entered is down here on the other end of the barn. We moved her. Switched her out for Duchess. This number 3, also a second lactation, built very different. Once again, I showed her in the last video at the very end. But, yeah. Anyway, she's not standing right now, so you can't see her. These are the calves that were bawling. Hi. Just want to be pet. This one's a little more shy. Here's the other red and white heifer calf we had. Yeah, we already moved the cow in a stall, but they were together for a little while. Gonna get that calf set up on the robotic calf feeder as well, so we can see how much it's drank and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we got this down here now. So she was the one that was bawling. If you hear bawling, it's her. She isn't liking this new stall as much, I guess, but right here next to Marilyn. A friendly cow, not always, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to the shop and clean stuff up there. Alright, so here's the shop. Mess again. I gotta clean it up. Thing is, we always get projects started in here. I finish the project and then I gotta go and do something else. So I never properly fully clean up. Not a big mess, just a little bit of dirt here, mat. Yeah, the last thing I did is I finished them LED lights on the gator. Finished that really late at night, parked the gator in the shed, went to bed, as opposed to fine-tune everything. The other thing I got in here that I got to get back on my truck is truck toolbox. Came off my 92 F-150. What I was doing, cadets at church, I'd throw all of the stuff in here. Here, I'll show you. Might be too hard to open with one hand. Oh. Yeah, it all moves around because unloading and loading. We're doing welding. I just throw the welding stuff in here. Your lid isn't opened all the way. Anyway, I throw all the welding stuff in here. On, off the back of the other truck. It was really easy. Could carry it right up to the door, set up, throw everything back in, load it up again. It's really nice for that. But it's not what I'm going to use it for all the time. I'm going to mount it back on my truck. But first, I'm going to reorganize this again to something more practical. Alright, toolbox is remounted. Took everything out because the toolbox is way too heavy to lift with one guy. When you have two, you can do it. Especially when it's just the welding stuff. Now with what's in there, all the, I got coolant, oil, all that in there. It's way too heavy to lift, even with two guys. Yeah. You can see, yeah, this is it, 92 F-150. You've talked about it a lot. If you're new, there's a lot of videos on it. You can see, look at that gap in the bed here, though. I'm not sure. I think it's the tailgate. You can see the tailgate's kind of shaped, well, I call it like a C. It's a little bit bent. Bent, and it's the tailgate. It's really too bad. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have to buy a new tailgate. I've been looking on Marketplace, or Kijiji. I like Kijiji better than Marketplace. I don't have Marketplace. There's one of these, they're in black, or it's a black tailgate, $50 in Arthur. It's had some body work done to it, the guy says, but looking at the truck, after it's all together, the truck's gonna have had body work done to it, so that doesn't really bother me. So I might pick something like that up. But yeah, I'm betting something to do with whatever happened here in the past 32 years caused that. The tailgate only latches on one side. You drop the tailgate down too. You can see this side catches everything, all the weight, and this side doesn't catch any. Unless you step on it, then it does. But yeah, it's a 6.0 that just drove by. So yeah, and there's the spray foam job. I'm gonna cut that out in the spring. Gonna just cut that out and do that there. All of these little rust spots you see are just about through, worn through. I'm gonna chop, weld. This side here, gonna go for a bed side. Yeah, you could argue you could try and pull that, fill it with Bondo. You could try and pull that, fill it with Bondo, and then you'd have to do something here. Once again, all that rust is coming through. There's a big jagged hole there under all that Bondo and spray foam. So I'd need a panel there first, but I'd have to be able to pop that out. I'd have to square this down so I can just buy a bedside and get rid of this. Yeah, it's too much to ever be fully clean. Not really worried about small dents so much. Those are easy to fill. This one here, I'm gonna buy a pre-made panel top and weld. The hood's easy, just grease spray. The doors look good still. This one's starting to rust through, but I think I can just save that. There's hardly any rust. The running board saved the rockers. You can see, I'll just have to sand that. But it's not all the way through, it's just that paint that's peeling off. That'll be a sand and paint job coming up. And if you look at the bottom of the doors, they look pretty good. Once again, sand, paint over again, down to bare metal. Yeah, the frame, that'll be a wire wheel job. But there's that truck. Plates will be on it next week. Did that for a couple weeks, but every time we get close, something else happens. The last one was just the insurance guy, but he dropped off the right papers. So we should all be set for that. So I've been sweeping in the shop, laid out a blanket for the dog. I was wanted to sweep over here, already swept there, so I put the blanket there and the dog just moved over on her own. Got the whole pile over there. Yeah, everything's cleaned up again. This shop kind of turns into what we call a catch-all anytime we buy something. Bought 2 new manure forks on a deal. I don't know, Pevy Mart or TSC, whatever it's called. So, 2 of those. We even got a shop vac, or no, the Stanley version of a shop vac. I don't know where it came from, but that showed up this week. I don't know if someone picked that up on a deal or what, but yeah, a lot of stuff's here. We need to store it somewhere, so stuff just comes in here. Got to keep stacking it up. We store all our oil in here, filters, lights, all that stuff. That's what the shop's for, but got to try and keep it organized. Went along this whole wall already this year, pulled everything off, swept. The only exception being that to the wall there. But other than that, everything's good. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go clean up that pile. Back in the barn again. I just gave the cows on this side pellets and fed the calves back here grain. I'm gonna have to get another round bale for them in here. What I did last time is open that door. I backed up straw chopper up the hill and chopped the hay up in here. Seen before, sometimes I'll put a bale in a round bale cart. I'll unravel it. More often than not, it seems that I'm the one doing it. I'm doing it by myself. Just takes a lot longer to unravel bale all by myself. So what I did last time when I didn't have any help, backed up to the door, chopped it in here. Worked well. They ate it a lot faster. As you can see, it's chopped a little finer. Pieces aren't as long. It's really easy to eat versus when I hunk it in here, it's still not very easy to eat. The hay's still rather long. So, anyway, I'm gonna feed the next side of the barn pellets. You can see they're all waiting. There you go, I got 2 bales loaded up. There's the barns. There's a lot of mud over here. I don't like that. The egg bags too, we're not feeding out of them right now, but they'd be sitting in mud. Gonna have to do something different next year. Or next year, this fall. But yeah, you just see that's not gonna work. Look at that pile of hay. 2 bales pretty well chopped in. There's a little bit of the core left inside the bale chopper. We're gonna take it out and then we're gonna bring it to the front of the barn with the loader tractor. Anyway, I'm gonna help Dad. There you go, you can look through the window, you can see Dad's over there. Got the core out of the chopper, the middle part of the bale. I went ahead and chopped the rest in here. 2 bales. Yeah, works out every time I do this. Someone has time to help me, but I don't think I'm gonna go back to doing the other way, just because it's really nice that it's nice chopped up fine. Fit 2 bales in here this time. It'll be good for like a week. It's nice stuff. Could put it in the wheelbarrow after to bring to the top when the center of the other bale runs out at the front. I'll show you that when we have it set there after. I'll put a photo on the screen now, or it'll be next clip. So, yeah. There's chopper, just position it. I couldn't get up the hill in reverse. It's 2750, it's a 2-wheel drive and the tires are wearing. So I had to drive up it forward this time. But, yeah. Mom and Dad and I, right in between finishing chopping bales and before I'd fed and they started milking cows. Took 2 more cows out of here, Roz and Rain. And we moved them in that back pen in the dairy barn where the red and white calf was in. Red and white calf is going to learn how to drink off the robotic calf feeder now. So, yeah, close up dry cows though for April. There's a couple more I got to move in here that are due on the end of the month. But, yeah. We got Ritz, Adidas, Asher. I should know her name, but I don't. And 2 heifers here. Her name starts with a D. I can't think of it right now, but yeah. I don't know all their names, but I know the cows are pretty easy to see them a lot. So, anyway. Alright, so finished all my chores for the night, fed all the grain. Got a digital multimeter here. It's 2750. I pointed out in the LED light video where I worked on that tractor. Has a burnt out light. I'm gonna hook up the multimeter. It's not the bulb. I guess burnt out light wasn't the right word. It has a short to this light. I'm gonna hook up the multimeter in various spots and try and find out where the short is and fix it. Alright, so I found out it's getting voltage. It's not grounding too good. You can see, so it grounds here. You can see the bulb works when I mess with it. The bulb grounds to inside here. So this ground must not be too good, and the other thing that doesn't help is it's getting really rusty in here, so when I play with this, the mount, it makes better contact. So what I might do is I might take this apart, clean it up a bit with a wire brush, put it back together, and it'll have a better ground again, because it just relies on attachment to the fender to ground. The other thing could always do is I could take this other extra wire in here that we don't use anymore, and I could make it the ground. But I'm not going to do that right now, but then I could ground it to somewhere better on the tractor. But first I'm going to just try simple stuff, clean this up. Yeah, we have a bit of a problem in here too. That doesn't let that light be bright, but anyway. Got the light pulled off. You can just see how it's all rusty up in here. Just gonna grab a wire brush and brush it down on both sides. This tractor's never even seen salt on the road. You can see the insides of the fenders here are pretty flawless for 9,000 hours and what, 38 years of age. But yeah, I guess the water just sits in here and all the mud and corrodes it up, so I'm just gonna clean that up. Then the light won't flicker on and off anymore. Alright, it's fixed. Wire brush both sides under here. Look nice and clean. Turn them on. Yeah, the nut and washer is still a little rusted over. but light works. These little wire brushes are the most handy thing. Got a whole set of them for Christmas, and yeah, they helped out a lot. So $27.50. All the lights work on it again. That is all of our electrical problems sorted again. Perfect. Alright, back in the dry shed. I just finished feeding my rabbits. They're over there behind me in that cage there. It's gonna be the end of this video. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be a long video today. We're wrapping things up in the barn right now. Dad's in there, he's feeding pellets, pushing up feed. I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna go and clean stalls. It's not that late out. It's 7 p.m. except we lose an hour's sleep tonight, so in reality it's 8 p.m. By the time we finish, it'll be 8:30, which is generally about when we go to the barn for night check. So it'll be a little sooner, but also Sunday mornings we like to be really on the ball now so that we can get to church on time. I don't like trying to run into church last minute. It's not fun. Quickly eat breakfast, like coming in the house for 8:30 and you leave at 9:30. Eat your breakfast comfortably, take a shower, get ready and go. Yeah, get in the house between 8 and 8:30. Lots of time, as opposed to the rush. So anyway, that's gonna be the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless. Alright, so I was editing this video. This clip's gonna be at the end of the video. It's gonna be talking about drizzle. So, like I was saying in the video, this cow won the local county's breeders' cup. I didn't go to the social for that. My mom did, as well as two of my sisters. When I started editing this video, my mom went, "Hey, I got some photos for you." So, the first photo I'm going to overlay on the screen was the photo that the judge took of this cow's udder. It's pretty sure it's cropped down a little bit, so it's not actually the full photo. Second photo that's going on the screen right now, that'll be my mom and another dairy producer. You won't see the other dairy producer. I'm not going to include him in the photo, or keep him in the photo that you can see his face and all that. Privacy reasons. Yeah, I don't think any of you guys would be too thrilled if he just appeared in a YouTube video. So, same goes for this guy. But yeah, my mom's holding the trophy. I'd show you it up close right now, but it's getting engraved. First time we've ever won the Breeders' Cup, and we've entered for as long as I remember. Ask my mom. But yeah, I wasn't at the social. My dad wasn't. I was at Cadets church. We were doing the welding badge. Remember that little green tractor, or the little metal tractor is welding up? I'll put that on the screen too for kicks and giggles. That's what I was doing there. Dad was wrapping up chores. So yeah, you've seen this cow from the back plenty of times now, but I don't know why she's eating Rosalind's pellets. She had her own over here. But yeah, so anyway, that's all I gotta say now. It's gonna be a really long video now, but hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and God bless.